Hello, Kira and Namaskar. Welcome back to Conversations That Go Beyond Words. And if you are new here, I am Dolly from Delhi in New Zealand. It's a story that's been in the media, and today I want to unpack it a bit. This is about Travis Langford and the emotional plea that his mother made asking him to come home. It's about a mother's love for her child, which is universal. But when we look at it through the lens of culture, imaginary, it says a lot about how the majority of people in much of the Western world create meaning in their lives. Travis's mother's plea, "Please come home, we love you," carries so much weight. They speak to a deeper longing in all of us for connecting, for belonging, for reconciliation. But it's just that now, in more humanistic and secular terms. Travis's mother isn't calling on divine intervention. She's simply asking for her son to come back, speaking from a place of love, of concern. That's something all of us can understand. Yet, we live in a world today that often tells us be independent. And so, this story challenges us. How do we in today's culture define identity and home? Let's take a close look. And now I welcome you to my world of an immigrant in New Zealand, looking into a Maori world, an Indian woman thinking of the rich heritage of teachings that we have, and most of all, a disciple of Jesus Christ. So what is social imaginary? According to Charles Taylor, social imaginary is the way a culture imagines life, relationships, and meaning. It's not just about what we think, but it is also about how we feel life should work. In a secular age, it means the way the majority of people think is shaped by values like individualism, self-sufficiency, and personal freedom. Children today are taught, find your own way, make your own meaning. You don't need anyone else to define you. But what happens, my friend, when this leaves people feeling alone? Travis leaving home. His mother's plea makes me think of emotions, feelings, needs that might have been unexpressed, unseen, ignored, or yes, even being there, being expressed, misunderstood. The Maori health model of Te Whare Te Whawha. It's about balance between tinana, our physical health, hinengaro, mental and emotional health, the whānau, our family and social health, and whairua, our spiritual health. According to the Indian philosophy, the purusharthas, they talk about the dharma, the righteous living, artha, the material well-being, kama, emotional and relational fulfillment, and moksha, the spiritual liberation. Both the Whare Te Whawha and the Purusharthas challenge the Western concept and mindset on individual achievement. And here's where I want to bring in the Christian perspective. In the first book of the Bible, Genesis, God says, "Let us make man in our own image, in our likeness." God is a relational being, and He created us to reflect that relational nature. In Luke chapter 15, a young man, much like our world thinks, needed to go out to find himself. He walked away from home, from love, thinking independence would bring him freedom. Ended up lost, alone, and broken. And then we read that when he finally turned back, his father ran to meet him. And that's the heart of God of the Bible. Not a distant judge waiting for us to get everything right, but a loving father like Travis's mother who just wants her son to return. God's message for us is, you are loved, please come home. Like the Te Whare Te Whawha and the Purusharthas, the gospel speaks to the whole body, the mind, the relationships, and the spirit. Finally, for today, as Christian leaders, we have to think, yes, people do need community. So, are we building spaces where they can belong? Are we caring for people holistically, in the here and now, instead of just resisting secular culture, critiquing it, or just accepting it as it is. It is a challenge in today's world, in today's context, to show the people the church isn't and was never meant to be a building or a place. It is a living family. Christianity was never meant to be a religion. It's a relationship with Jesus Christ. And now, my friend, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt a moment things were not going your way? You felt a pull to your family, to your parents, to your siblings. Or maybe you have noticed a shift in how people approach relationships in today's world. Thank you for watching, stopping to scroll. Drop a comment below and let's take this conversation further. This is Dolly signing off. Till next time, or conversations that go beyond words. God bless.